Today, Monday, May 18th, 2026, today's UN Rand is brought to you by Klutch Sports. You know, I would say this, Klutch Sports, obviously, everybody, the CEO, but the owner, everyone knows who the owner is, it's LeBron James. But the CEO, allegedly, I don't want to get sued, but the CEO is Rich Paul, and he makes all the decisions. Good for him, he makes a podcast, and it's literally a podcast of LeBron James. And I understand why. You're the agent and you make millions of dollars because of a lot to do with LeBron James. He generates lots of money for you. And I don't blame you. Fine, whatever. But I have this thing of, and everybody says Michael Jordan had that with Ahmad Rashad. No, he always had to interview him. I don't believe he had that, to tell you the truth. He didn't have an agency. David Falk did, and David Falk was there before Michael Jordan. But David Falk did capitalize on it without a doubt, and he does do interviews, so on and so forth. No doubt about it. However, Klutch Sports doesn't just have Rich Paul's podcast, which is very interesting to me, but he also has the media guys, and it's all alleged. But this has got to be insane. See, they do extra work, and I'll tell you what, they do extra work, because Shannon Sharp puts up this thing of every single day trashes Kobe for LeBron about this, about the Lakers are not this, and then he lies about the national TV games that the Lakers were a top 5 every year with Lonzo Ball when Kobe left. They were like on national TV a lot for some reason because they had a quote unquote hopeful future with Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle. No, it was obvious. It was due to the fact that very simple. They're the LA Lakers. Will they be as good? Will they be as bad? No doubt about it. That will always fluctuate. But the fact is that they'll always be the Lakers. The Lakers will be the most popular team in the NBA. I'm sorry, Knicks fans. As of right now, I speak, they're in the conference finals, and they are expected to be in the finals in a week and a half. Like I said, they're expected from most of the basketball world. But getting to the point, I digress. They put Nick Wright, the guy who says, I don't understand NBA players putting their kids to shield them from tough questions. Well, here's the problem with that. First of all, they do ask a little tough questions of the game, number one. Number two, Nick Wright, you have your kid who never challenges you. I don't mind nepotism if it helps your kid in the future. What I do mind is if you're a hypocrite. And that's my problem with that. You are even worse than the kid because you have this guy whose doesn't question you because it's your kid and it's your son. That's the freaking problem. I got no problem with hooking up your kid, connecting your kid for opportunities. No problem. I have zero doubt about it. But when you call out people for it and you do the same exact thing, that's sucker shit. That's the problem. That's what sucks about it. That's what I can't stand. And I look through your history, and don't tell me you changed your mind in 5 seconds. And you said that Kobe Bryant, after LeBron won one title, was the second best player ever. Now, LeBron could have surpassed him. LeBron could have had a better, no doubt about it. He could have had all these accomplishments the past many years, could trump and make him the greatest and make him greater than Kobe and all these players. But when you say Kobe, how is he that he was never the best player of all in the game, which is the stupidest thing, and everybody says he was arguable all the time. Now, I'm going to say hypothetical because I was alive during LeBron's heyday in prime, and everybody was arguing if LeBron's the better player than this guy that year. Every single year, there was number 2, and everybody was saying, who's better? But obviously, there was a consensus because I'll go through the timeline if you care. Because 2008, I remember Kobe was the consensus best player in the game. In 2009, 2010, I was in date camps as a kid, and everybody said, who's better, LeBron or Kobe? Everyone's like, Kobe. Everybody was like Kobe. It was 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 people were like, Kobe. Kobe's the best. Kobe's this. Kobe's the guy. Everybody thought that. Everyone in the world thought that. Okay? So that was consensus. So I don't know what you're saying. You're looking at numbers. You're looking at this. I could picky about every single year in the history of the world. And by the way, you know what's crazy? There was a quarterback in the NFL. I don't remember a time where he was the consensus best quarterback. For a year, yes, we had this year, he had that year. But I don't remember Tom Brady being the consensus best quarterback for more than 3 years of his career. And guess what? His culmination of his accolades, of his success, of his greatness made him the best quarterback consensus of all time. And he was never, at one point, people said he was the best quarterback in the game for 3 straight years. I never thought that. No one ever said a 5-year period. He was definitely the best quarterback in the game that year, for 5 straight years. Nobody argues, because Peyton Manning was always consensusly better than him at all times, most of the time. It's just Brady had better teams and this and that. We could play this game about everybody. And by the way, LeBron James, we could do this too, because he was always arguably worse than Kobe till 2011, till 2012. And by the way, then Kevin Durant showed up and won the scoring titles. Kevin Durant had better statistics, quote unquote. Then Steph Curry showed up in 2015 when he went back to Cleveland. Steph Curry was better than him. He won 2 MVPs. Kevin Durant was better than him in Golden State. People were arguing Kevin Durant. When he lost the MVP when he was with the Lakers his first year, Giannis Antetokounmpo was actually a better player than him at that point. But we're not going to get into that. He had a better year and he was the MVP of the league. But people, you have to sit there and say, and you could do this about every player, and you could do this about your guy too, by the way, LeBron James, where, there was no question he was the best player. To me, there was no question for many years of LeBron James' career that he was the best. But you could argue, and there was arguments about he was number 2, Kevin Durant. There was arguments about Kobe Bryant. There was arguments about Giannis in his last days of his prime. There was arguments about who else, Stephen Curry. So enough with this whole stupid thing. And Tom Brady is the consensus best quarterback in the history of the game, and he was never the consensus best quarterback for 5 years straight. And everyone in the world said he's the best quarterback for 5 years straight in the league, and it's not even close. Because every single time you could have said, that guy's better, and he was always arguably the second best, third best, even sometimes even 4. I don't think 4. He was always second or third. Rodgers, there was Mahomes when he was winning in Tampa. Everybody looks at it and goes, 7-time Super Bowl champion, all in total, because that's how it works. It's a combination of things, and it's combined career too. And Kobe Bryant was very good. And enough with this crapping on Kobe, and Shannon Sharp too. And you keep saying, well, ever since I put that tweet out, Well, you put that tweet out, and then you have Kobe number 9 in your history books now. That's your problem. And that's the issue I have. That's the freaking issue with what you're doing. That is the freaking problem. Because you don't just sit there and say, LeBron surpassed him because of what he did and surpassed Michael because of what he did. But then you put Kobe number 9. Oh, that's what you do? You throw Kobe? So what is going on? Is Klutch Sports allegedly working overtime? What is going on to crap on Kobe Bryant? What the hell's going on here? And you got to stop. And this isn't like you just love your guy. See, I don't have a problem with you buying, LeBron James buying his hometown, the house he was born in, to make it a museum. I have no issue with that. Babe Ruth has it. I'm sure other celebrities have it, entertainers have it. In Baltimore, Maryland, Babe Ruth, I was there. Very cool. Pretty cool, actually. LeBron James has it with all his accomplishments and whatever. That's great. But to crap on other people and to crap on other players, that's the problem. And we do it, too, the other way. I'm not going to lie to you. But, I mean, the fans and the Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp and Dave McMahon, like that guy, Dave McMahon, whatever his name is, McMahon, the guy, the writer, it's got to stop. It's really got to freaking stop. It just sucks. It's just like so stupid. It's a bunch of crap. Thank you. Have a good day. And by the way, my prediction, Knicks versus Spurs. I'm picking an upset. And I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised, a little surprised if the Knicks lose. Wouldn't be surprised if that series, the Oklahoma City versus San Antonio, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes sweep either way, five games either way, 7 games either way, 6 games either way. I wouldn't be surprised if that series does anything. Just my prediction, and whatever happens, happens. Good luck, and have a great day.